How to set up Xero in Fergus. Connecting your Xero and Fergus accounts will allow Fergus to do the following. Send your customer invoices to accounts receivable in Xero. Send your merchant invoices to Xero if the merchant invoices were uploaded to Fergus in a CSV file format. Sync reconciled invoices from Xero with Fergus. Sync voided customer invoices from Fergus to Xero. You should note that this only works one way. If you void a customer invoice in Fergus, it will automatically void in Xero, but if you void in Xero, it will not void in Fergus. Fergus can also access accounting information for reporting. If you have signed up to Fergus through your Xero account, you will be automatically connected. If you did not sign up through your Xero account, you'll need to connect manually. Let me show you how to link your Fergus and Xero accounts. In the Tools menu, go to Settings. Select Xero from the menu on the left. You will be prompted to connect your Xero account to Fergus. Hit the Connect to Xero button. This will take you to a Xero login page. You will need to log in with your Xero account email and password. Once you have logged into Xero, you will see a prompt to authorize application. Click the green Authorize button. It may take a couple of minutes to connect your Xero to Fergus. Once you have completed this process, you'll be taken back to the Xero Fergus settings page. You have successfully connected your Xero account to Fergus if the page looks like this. After you have connected your Xero account to Fergus, you need to set up your Xero settings in Fergus. We recommend asking your accountant or accounts person to take care of this stage for you, unless you feel very confident with accounting structure and terms. These settings tell Fergus where to send your customer and merchant invoices to in Xero, and also sets up for your business overview report. We recommend setting up 2 sales accounts in Xero if you haven't already done so, one for labour sales and one for material sales. Normally your accountant would set this up for you. Let me show you how to map out your Xero settings. In the Tools menu, go to Settings, and then select Xero from the menu on the left. Before you start, click on the blue Refresh Xero Data button on the top right. This may take about half a minute while the system makes sure all accounts from Xero are current. Work your way down the page. Which Xero account do you use for material sales? Refers to the account in Xero where you want all your sales for materials in the invoice to go. This is where the 2 sales accounts we recommended for you to create come in. Select the Sales Materials account from the drop-down menu. Which Xero account do you use for labour sales? Refers to the account in Xero where you want all the sales for labour in the invoice to go. Select the Sales Labour account that we mentioned earlier from the drop-down menu. Which Xero account do you use for merchant invoices payable? Refers to the account where merchant invoices need to go in Fergus as accounts payable. Select the account you want to use from the drop-down menu. Which accounts should we use for our calculations? Is for setting up your business overview report. This report is similar to Xero's profit and loss report, but with additional features. To access the business overview, go to the Reports menu and select Business Overview. Here you'll need to split all your income and expenditure accounts into one of 4 categories: operating income, operating expenses, cost of labour sales, and cost of material sales. By doing this, Fergus can work out the following information for you. Labour and material gross profit, by subtracting labour cost from labour sales and material cost from material sales. Gross profit, by subtracting cost of labour and materials from labour and material sales. Net profit, by subtracting the expenses and costs from operating income. Office average cost per hour of work charged. This is worked out by dividing the operating expense by the amount of chargeable hours in that month. Overall average cost per hour charged. This is worked out by dividing the cost of labour and operating expenses by the amount of chargeable hours for the month. This figure is the true average hourly cost of sending out a tradesperson. Fergus also converts some of these figures into margins and hourly rates. You will need to turn on each income and expenditure account that Fergus uses for profit and loss. Each account can only be turned on in one column. Be sure not to turn on any balance sheet accounts. In this operating income column, turn on the accounts that are used for income for the business. This will generally include accounts like material sales, labor sales, and interest earned. If you have any other accounts that generate income, also turn these on. In the operating expenses column, turn on each expense account that is not used for cost of sales. This would generally include overheads for your business and include things such as rent, power, office stationery, etc. Most accounts should fall into this column. In the cost of labor sales column, turn on all the accounts which are used for cost of labor sales. This would generally include accounts like wages and labor-only subcontractors. In the cost of material sales column, turn on all the accounts which are used for cost of material sales. These are usually accounts like merchant materials purchased and rental equipment. We recommend turning on every income and expenditure account for one of these columns, even if they're inactive, just in case it gets used. By the end of this, each income and expenditure account should be turned on in one of these 4 columns. And the profit and loss figure in the Business Overview report should match Xero's profit and loss report figure. Every time you add an income or expenditure account in Xero, you will need to click on the blue Refresh Xero Data button on the top right and map that account in one of the following 4 categories. And that's how you set up your Xero in Fergus. We've also provided a few links to other help videos you may want to watch below. Thank you for watching.